Kane, it's 1-0. We're freaking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Your Football Show, and it is, I think, your third live of the day, actually, you know. Third live of the day with one more left to come. I'm not sure this one will go on for the allotted time because I don't know what's happening right now. As you can see, I've got Joe returning back, and Joe will be live at 5 p.m. as well with some other guests that will be different to what's on this one. So if you want a different flavour, then go on over there. We've got Jay as well from the NWO with his new now trimmed beard, mate.
For life. It's the Just Joe deadline day show, mate. You got to make an effort. Oh.
Exactly, man. I love that. People are saying, "Where's the beard gone, man? Like, what's going on?"
Well, you know.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I even went and changed my shirt. You know what I mean? Because I got my 2-for-1 Flamingo Land tickets, so I thought I'll come with a different vibe.
I'll elaborate on the beard thing just quickly. So,
yes. If
you saw our pod this week, Luke decided to bring up this random geezer, and we said this is Jay's dad because he had a beard, and you know, and they were a fat fucker like me, and yeah. So, and then he started going on in our group chat about making it a weekly thing, having a lookalike of the week, and I just can't. I can't have that. I can't. No. So, and I like to change it up. I'll shave it, let it grow back again. I'll do it again, and you know.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's why it's gone. So
yeah, no worries, mate. Context. Jamie says Robert's doing medical now, just being said on Sky Sports News. Do you know what I want to start with, though? I don't know if you've seen this, Joe. I did get a message, actually, off someone that I shared, and now Graham Smith has also picked it up as well. Poveda could be set for an exit from Leeds United.
Oh.
I don't know if you've seen that.
Are we talking a loan? Are we talking permanent?
Well, his deal runs out. So, Chief, this was just updated at 4:00 by Chief Football Writer Graham Smith. So apparently, Sinisterra, there's a development that says that Bournemouth have made some noises about giving Leeds cash for him now, so that they can free up a loan spot. Graham does say, though, at the time of writing, it's not rated as likely deadline day development. But that could change if they need another loan spot, right? He started just 3 times for them in the Premier League, but he could be made permanent today, which would mean cash. And then he does go on to say another unexpected development will be the exit, either temporary or permanent, of someone from Farke's group. The manager was pretty clear in recent days there'd be no further departures. However, there's been 1 or 2 noises about the possibility of something happening with Poveda before the deadline. Minutes will be at a premium for him and have been up to this point anyway. You've got that. I mean, Leeds United could even still look to bring someone in that area. I don't think they will at this point, but you just never know. So yeah, what do you make to that, Joe, of the potential exit of Jan Poveda?
I think it'd be a shame. I've always quite liked him when I've seen him.
Oh, have you lost me?
I think you've lost us because I can still. Yep. There we go. Anyway, we keep rolling. On the Poveda thing, I think it's a little bit of a shame, to be honest, because every time I've seen him, he's got that. You know how we like Rutter because he's fun to watch play football, and you could tell that he's having fun. He's got that same vibe. He's got the same, like, you can tell he just wants to take the piss out of a left back from time to time, which I think is is a really sort of fun thing. On the Sinisterra thing, I'm really annoyed that Joe's mentioned that because I've just done a video about it that I have published like 4 seconds ago, which is good. But
some views then.
Yeah. But how are you feeling on the Poveda thing? Because I'm a little bit sad, but I know it makes sense.
I'm same. I'm a bit sad because pre-season he looked like he was actually going to stake a claim this year, and he might actually like be of some value to the squad. But he's ended up being like a forgotten man again, hasn't he? He's like somebody that you go to as a last resort, really, when there's nobody else. He's just not getting a look in, is he? He's had such limited minutes, and like you say, you can tell like there's ability there, and he enjoys playing football, but he's not. He's sloppy. Do you know what I mean? He's got skill, but he's sloppy. He doesn't do the things Rutter does. because he can't. I think it's in there if he worked and he knuckled down and he listened to coaching, but he's been through a lot of clubs, hasn't he? And you have to think there's a reason for that. And maybe he's just going to be one of these tales of wasted potential that never realises it, because I think for some young lads, he was probably one of them players as a kid you couldn't get near. Do you know what I mean? And he probably, I mean, I'm this is me just sort of speculating, but I don't know the guy. I can't give an accurate judgment on his character, but I get the impression like he might have been really good as a kid. He had all his skill. He's reached a point where he just thinks I'm great at football, me, and he hasn't really developed.
Yeah, and he's not sort of worked to
point. Yeah,
push. Yeah.
And players that reach the top, man, they're relentless, aren't they? They're dedicated. They're on it. Look at the effort Reuter's made to get into that team from where he was. Like, nobody wanted him when he came. Nobody thought he had anything in him after his first couple of appearances, but he's knuckled down and he's become integral to what we do.
Yeah, I was having a chat with someone that, because I live over in Blackpool myself, with someone that like is in and around the club and works with them from time to time. I think he's one of their sponsors, but apparently in terms of Just Joe with no Joe, technically there is a Joe, it's just the wrong one. Internet dropped, so on with the show.
That's it.
Yeah, I've completely lost that sentence now, but he's back, so it's fine.
I'm really sorry. Really sorry. I don't know how much of that article I've read. I don't know what happened, but my computer just went kaput. Everything literally stopped working. And
It's the smoke coming out of it.
Probably. I actually finished the article, and I looked up from the article, and you were both like that. And I went, oh, I've just been speaking to myself.
Well, we've held the fort, mate. We've held the fort.
Yeah. It sounds like I came in at the right time, because then Joe was just like, and now I
lost a thought partway through because someone said that I've completely forgotten what someone said. I've lost it, but now I've been distracted by someone saying that I need to grow a beard, and trust me, I've tried. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I've just shaved mine off, mate. I can send you hair if you want.
I'll do it. Yeah.
At least there was a Joe still in the vicinity, so that was that's good. Right. So did you discuss Poveda? I totally missed the boat.
We did, yeah. And I was just saying, I'd like to get your view on this, actually. I was just saying, I reckon that he's one of those, as a kid, he was so good that he just stopped trying to develop at a point because he just thought, I'm ace, I'm great at football. Yeah. And I think that's why he's been through so many clubs, and there's clear ability there. But as I said to Joe 2, the other Joe, we want to call him, I'm speculating. I don't know the lad. I don't know his character. You know, I could be doing him a disservice, but it just comes across to me that he thinks he's got it and doesn't have to work for it, and that bothers me.
I think it's quite interesting you say that, mate. I was on Never a Foul, and there's a Chelsea fan on there, and his name escapes me, and I'm really sorry, but he grew up with Poveda, and he said growing up they were like, he was just like streets ahead, because he was asking me how he was getting on and stuff. So I think there potentially could be something in that, because let's not forget, he's been at Barcelona, he's been at Brentford, he's been at City, he's been at Arsenal.
Yeah, that's it. He's one of them you see at five-a-side and just want to boot. He's doing Cruyff turns and megging everyone.
I bet in training, I bet he's phenomenal as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just hard to sometimes apply that to proper football, if you like, proper football, men's football, game, Premier League. I don't know. It's a massive step up anyway.
When you've got decent players bearing down on you, trying to get the ball off you, it's a different kettle of fish to running around your mates, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%, I agree with you completely. 601, Chin only 136 likes. If we get 500, you'll give 5 free memberships, which means you might have an opportunity. You will have an opportunity. It's whether or not you choose to click the link to become a member in order to come on. Because I know it's not for everyone, and some people just like to watch in the shadows. But we had some great people on earlier on. It'd be great to have them on as well. A couple from Northern Ireland, big up them lads. We had Gary Paul, we had Ethan, we had Danny, we had Stacey, we had Stephen. Yeah, with many. It was good. Yes, Joe, can't wait to see Roberts. Yeah, me neither. And it's definitely happening now at this stage. It'd take a catastrophic breakdown in communications at this stage, because we've even got Joe Rodon's brother now just, he's just tweeted out another picture not too long ago of the Welsh lads together at Wales, saying, look at the Welsh lads. So, it's gonna happen. I seen a take on Twitter, Joe, that said, I'm neither like happy nor sad. At least it'll be a good bench option. I think he's going to play ahead of Gray. Do you? It take him a while. I'm not saying he'll come straight in, but
I think you've got the adaptation stuff of give him a couple of weeks just to get used to Thorpe Arch, get used to the players around him. As we discussed earlier, we don't need that much of the adapting and getting used to players around him because he's played with basically everyone. But in terms of minutes, I think it's a big question as to what Farke sees Gray as. Because if he sees him as more of a midfielder, then Roberts is going to come in. Because that gives you more options in the midfield. Because at the moment, it feels like when we've got that Gruev Ampadu midfield, as we did in the FA Cup match, we're a little bit unbalanced. We've not got like a creator in there. Whereas having Gray as an option to do that would be fantastic, because that means you've got Kamara and Gray that can do that, with Gruev and Ampadu that can do the defensive stuff, which gives you a little bit more flexibility, a few more choices in what to do. I don't know. I feel like at the very least he probably starts against Plymouth so Farke gets an idea of where he's at. But outside of that, it's really hard to say.
What about you, Jay? What do you reckon?
Farke really likes Gray, doesn't he? He's played him relentlessly all season. So I'm unsure how much it's going to affect him at this point. You'd think that Roberts wouldn't be coming here if he wasn't sure he's going to play some games. But whether this sees Gray move back into midfield and Roberts sort of takes his spot at right back or not, I'm not sure, because who do you drop?
See, I think it just gives us the option now that we didn't have previously. Because for me, let's say the weekend when we play Plymouth, had Gray been fit, Gray would have gone into midfield and Shackleton would have played at right back like we've seen against Peterborough. But unfortunately, he didn't have that option, did he? Because Gray was injured, and therefore we had to play Gruev and Ampadu and then Cooper. And I just think it's a bit too samey. I know. We'll wait and see. Headers Brown says Gray going next to Gruev and Ampadu stays at centre back. See, I think Strauch will come back in, but it is a possibility. And for all we know, the more we hear, it almost feels like Strauch might be a bit longer than any of us anticipated. Do we think? Or am I guessing? Am I just pure guessing?
I mean, Ganja.
It feels like it's going to be. I think Farke said in his press conference it'd be a couple of weeks and then be assessed, which we don't know how long that takes. We don't know how long it takes once you're in team training, because I mean, we heard Dallas was in team training a few times, and now here we are, no Stuart Dallas. So it's a little bit of a tricky one. I can see it being maybe a month or so.
I'm just worried it's an Adam Forshaw 2 weeks. Do you remember when he needed 2 weeks?
Yeah, definitely.
I will be back in a sec, by the way.
Yes, we're going to end up like that geezer on not Demolition Man, Total Recall, when he's dressed up as a woman. He's going 2 weeks. He's going to be wondering doing that. Just going to get really obsessed with it.
I love that. George just having his tea, which is reminding me. I think tonight I might order myself some tea for a change. I feel like I deserve it.
I think you got to on a high stress day, mate, and you'll work through it. So.
Yeah, JD, were you surprised with the news early doors of Connor Roberts and that? Did it take you by surprise? Or were you confident that we would get one in?
I was pretty confident we'd get somebody, but I didn't know that it would be him. So I was a little bit surprised by that, because his move seems to be one where all the sort of dominoes have fallen into place, doesn't it? So had they not got that French guy in, I don't think he'd have come, would he? So I don't think anyone could really have predicted that. The move was off until that guy turned up. Oh,
I predicted it.
Well, all right, fair enough. I mean, everybody else, mate.
I'm joking.
You just go against the grain anyway, just so you can say you're right when it happens, don't you?
Well, I don't go against the grain. No way.
I've actually just seen a thing saying that Sunderland have apparently gone in for Benson now.
Yeah, well, I thought he was. I mean, let him have Ben.
Benson from rubbish from Burnley.
For some reason, I was
Manuel
Johnson from West Ham.
No, not interested in him.
Look at this Benson from Smite. He says, "Christ, Jay's done his hair and everything. Must be blessed."
That's it. That's every now and then I change
in the big league, Smarty.
Exactly. He could learn a thing or two from me, that lad.
Smarty's a busy guy, man. Smarty's always busy. Isn't
He is if you ask him, but I've never seen him do much.
he?
I'm joking before he kicks off.
Yeah. Oh, well,
He's better. He's better at insults than I am, so he'll kill me if I try and go toe-to-toe with him.
That's good. That is good. I do remember when he came on United. Do you remember Smarty? And he was United. I was like, what?
He wasn't allowed to forget that for quite a while.
No, I can imagine.
As you shouldn't be. As you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think Gilly maintains he's the only one on our pod that's not said that.
Really?
He reckons everybody else has done it. I may have said it once because I'm in a group chat with a Liverpool and a Newcastle fan, so they say it all the time. Even the Newcastle guy who shouldn't, because he supports Newcastle United. But yeah, you know what people are like.
Do you know what? Mr. Dodo's just put a picture on. You've been given the Mr. Dodo treatment, by the way.
Oh, fantastic!
So I'm going to share it with you now, mate, just so you can.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Although I did use actual hair stuff in my case.
Yeah. You sure you didn't guess?
I didn't get that excited about coming on, mate.
I love that.
I need an haircut as well, to be fair, but I didn't have time for everything. So,
yeah, Football Insider saying Sunderland in talks with Burnley to sign Manuel Benson. I've just been told as well that Benson rejected Borough, still could be on for Leeds United. I don't think no.
I don't think anybody knows. I think they're all just throwing like darts at a board right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Pete O'Rourke, Sky Sports Pete, man, bloody hell, he breaks. I don't think he's got an exclusive right yet, has he? To be honest,
I don't think so.
Yeah. Football Insider are bleak with that sort of stuff. I can't lie to you, mate.
I don't think so.
Never looks good for them, does it?
The Yorkshire Post are saying Bournemouth are reportedly looking into the possibility of signing Sinisterra on a permanent before the window closes. That'd be good for us because it'd free up some cash. Although it might be a bit late to do anything with it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. But you are right. It would free up some cash, and then we can see what we can do with that potentially. But
yeah, it does set us up better for the summer if he goes as well. Even if we don't spend the money now, we've got it in the bank then. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's done in it, and it'll probably put us in a positive. Maybe how much did we pay for Cine? Can you remember? I can't remember.
Was it 26 million or 23 million? Something like that. It was something like that. I think so. I think so.
Exactly,
somebody will tell us.
Dawn, you have a clothes shop as well, I believe, in Leeds. So you know a fly when you see it. And basically, Jay mentioned yesterday that he got 2-for-1 Flamingo tickets, and mine did come through. and then they dropped in, and I thought, you know what? There you go.
Party time. We're off to Flamingo Land this weekend.
We're going. I love Flamingo Land, no, bro. I
haven't been for years.
Flamingo Land. Oh, I love it, me. It's not that far, North Yorkshire. Yeah, it's good, man. Plus, you get to see all animals and that, don't you?
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Yeah, man. So there you go. Let's have a look what's been said. Yeah, I mean, Footy Insider, Football Outsider, innit? Oh, look, Dawn says, look, there we go. Yes, and I'm a colour expert too. Great colour on you. There you go.
Fantastic. There you go.
Out, mate.
Seal of approval, I bet.
What is the colour? Turquoise? Is it turquoise?
I'd say that's it's almost a mint green, just not quite.
Mint green. What colour is it, Dawn? Tell me. Do you reckon is that too tight? It's a bit tight. I can barely breathe, mate.
I couldn't be to sit like that, mate. No chance. Do you think if we did sell Cine, do you think there's any scope as Anthony to be part of the deal, or do you think that's going to be dealt with separately?
I don't think Anthony wants to. He's barely played, hasn't he? Well, he's barely played, mate.
But he's been pushed out of their club in exchange for another guy. So is he going to play if he goes back? You know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Look at this one. I don't know what you mean by "is it true" on the camera. I don't know what that means, though.
She means is the colour saturation true? Does it show you the proper image as it would look in?
Yeah. It's the proper image. Yeah. Jay says Jay's a colour expert too. He has many crayons.
He's just in a bad mood.
He likes to eat them. He says
he's in a bad mood because I stole his crayons and now he ain't got any. Only man I know that's a duck when he walks through turnstile.
Is he that tall?
Yeah, he's like 50% head though. Like he's normal sized body, but a elongated head.
Oh, I love that, man. I tell you, who's really tall, which is very deceptive. Oscar Marriott.
Is it?
That's really tall, massive. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really tall. Yeah.
I were pleased to find that the lads off Not Another Leeds podcast are slightly shorter than me. That made me feel better.
Oh, did you meet him?
Danny,
Yeah.
Danny is slightly taller, but the other two are shorter, so I'm happy. I'm not the
How
smallest.
tall are you, Jay?
I'm 5'8", mate, but you'd think I'm
Same.
5'2". Where they all go? Because
I'm
they're all
only
6'4". Apart from Luke, who's like 5'9", he's got like an inch on me, but he won't forget it. He won't let it go.
Yeah, I'm only 5'8" as well. I think. Well, I know I am only 5. No, I think. How was your burger, Joe?
Oh, it was lovely.
What did
I've
you?
got that down in record time.
We've got people to please. Okay, we gotta go.
I've had no lunch, mate. I forgot.
No,
I've been working.
I've
I've forgotten. Yeah, I'll be suffering after this.
Do you know what I did in my little 2-hour break? I went on sunbeds.
Smarty can piss off, by the way. I'm going to bring a tape measure to a game just to show him.
Do it. I like it. Colin says, Joe, at the start of the season, we had spies at Leeds, Bradford, Biel's binoculars, only see the hookers Farco was smuggling in. Thanks for the I don't know about that, like.
All right, then.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what to make of that. I've got no words. I didn't expect anyone to say anything that would throw me sideways.
Yeah. No. Who we bought? No one yet, mate. But I think it's fair to say it's coming. It's going to be very soon. When that is, I mean, I'd like to get it done early-ish, so that the rest of the window we can think, who's next? Because the later they leave it, the happier the club are to just go, and there's your one signing. Do you know what I mean? But I'm okay with that, by the way. I'm not going to lose my head. There will be people that will. But that's for them, innit? Brad says, where's Poveda going? Where do you think his level is, lads? Where do you think Poveda slots in? He's not. Is he Championship? Lower
MLS.
end or MLS?
It's Championship if he knuckles down, but
yeah,
I think if he did a Leaf Davis and went to a League One side, he'd play week in, week out, and he'd probably tear it up, and he might become an half-decent footballer.
That's the thing, innit?
And that's what I were hoping for from him. I thought he was going to knuckle down and turn into what his potential suggested he might, but I don't think he's good enough to be a first choice winger or number 10 or whatever he's supposed to be for a Championship side at the moment. I just don't. And it makes me sad saying that.
Yeah. No, I get it, because I was quite excited when we signed him, but I think League One would work. I think if you go League One and, like you mentioned, do a Leaf Davis, do a Jack Clark, they've all had to do this.
Exactly.
Find a place where they're happy. Maybe he needs to be the number one guy. That's fine, and put a lot of, oomph into him, if you like, and then once he's that main guy and feeling loved, and then that's maybe what he needs. But he's probably not gonna get that here. I just don't think it's gonna work.
He probably does.
He
probably wants that adulation. He's probably dying for people to sing his name. Who isn't? That's like a flair player. Do you know what I mean? But he needs to go and reinvent himself somewhere. I think he needs to start over, and he needs to understand that it's going to take hard work if he wants to become something and not just fade away. Yeah,
no, I agree, mate. Do you have any thoughts on it, Joe? Where he'll end up?
I can see him, if we're talking like sticking around the sort of League One level potential for promotion. I can see Blackpool being a destination for him because they liked him here. They liked him well enough. He played pretty well for him. It's just a question of, because currently, let's have a quick look. They are 8th in League One. The question is, would he be happy going to League One in the knowledge that I'm going to play every week, but the level is lower, and it could be a little bit of a challenge to like force my way into a Championship side again if they don't go up. It's just how up for a challenge is he, basically, I think.
If he can get into a top-end League One side that has a lot of the ball and attacks a lot, he should be like a bloody duck to water, do you know what I mean? But it just depends, doesn't it, on his attitude.
I think people are saying like he had a good time at Blackburn as well under Tony Mowbray before he got injured. So you never know. Tony Mowbray might take him to Birmingham.
Maybe so.
You might give him a shot at Birmingham.
I tell you, they could do with something.
Yeah. Daniel Ager says, "Hi Joe. I had a snooze seeing the post on Connor Roberts on loan. I've received the away blue peacock top. Good man. I tell you, I don't know if we spoke about this before, Joe. Maybe we did, or maybe it was on an earlier stream. But what's quite interesting is the club have managed to get the deal done without an option or an obligation. That's a really smart move, isn't it? It's like you're not tied into it, really.
Yeah, it's a weird one because it means that if he performs, I think the ideal place to be is have an option, because then you've set the price. If he plays really well, then sure, he's exceeded what that value would have been, and you've effectively got yourself a bargain. If he doesn't play well, it's a shame you've spent 6 months on him, but it's fine because you don't need to sign him. I think it makes it a little bit harder if he performs really, really well this season to make it permanent if we get promoted. Whereas if Burnley at the same time go down, they'll think we need everyone championship proven that we can get our hands on. And Connor Roberts will have then been promoted 2 seasons in a row, ideally. So they'll just be all over him. Option would have been good, but it's not really a problem that we don't have one, because if we do get promoted, then we can always just go, well, that's fine, because now we have an absolute war chest to work with because it's the Premier League.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I think it's quite a good thing, really, that we're not tied into anything. I know it might have the opposite effect with Joe Rodon, for example. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing, isn't it? Where we look at it and go, oh God, had we have, got him tied down, it could prevent him from going elsewhere, etc. But yeah, so what do you reckon, G? I think it's quite smart, me. I think it's quite a smart move.
The loan.
Yeah, without an obligation or an option.
I think so, yeah, because nobody's tied in then, and it's probably more attractive to the player in a sense, because he doesn't have to worry about what happens at the end of the season. He can just get his head down, play football, deal with it then. And it's better for the club because we're not tied into something. And, imagine if we'd ended up having to buy Weston McKennie for 30 million. That would have been an absolute nightmare. And I think they've probably learned a lot from stuff like that. So they're probably okay with no obligation. And, we might have our sights set higher than Connor Roberts if we go up, which...
Yeah, no, I agree.
I would think is a fair assessment. And, yeah, don't tie him down. See where we are end of season. We can reassess then. And, like Joe 2 says, we'll have money to spend if we do go up, and we can do, whatever we need to do at that point. This is a good sort of no commitments beyond it. Just come here, play football, do your best, and we'll see where we are. Deal.
100%. I agree.
I'm all right with that.
There was a comment.
Come on, mate.
There was a comment I saw just a minute ago. It was by New Thought saying, "Ooh, loan deals, how exciting and ambitious!"
I've just started.
To what extent are we trying to live in the real world here? Because we have piles of wages.
Go on, do it, Joe.
We have
Joe, do it.
Massive piles of wages that we could afford in the Premier League, but now we've not got £100 million broadcast deal coming in every single year. So buying people permanently, not an option unless we do sell Sinisterra. But at the same time, as with the whole option to buy thing, do you really want to just straight up buy Connor Roberts for £7-8 million? And it turns out he's shit, and we don't get promoted.
Exactly.
Is
that's it, isn't it?
The end goal here, or do we just sign someone on a loan? We can make a proper decision later when we're a little bit more informed. You don't need to make daft decisions just because it looks good and the transfer fee number's bigger and it makes you feel good.
Yeah, you bang on.
Yeah. Do you know what as well? Because what I can do, New Thought, if you really like me to, I can go to my analytics or YouTube studio, because what you have done for the past week, you're not the only one, by the way, is just litter every single video with comments saying, Joe, we're not signing anyone. You need to get a grip. You need this, you need that. And now that we've signed someone, it's still not good enough for you. This is where you're right. Just sometimes maybe just hold your hands up and say, I got it wrong. Do you know what I've not seen today? Richard Roth. Richard Roth was telling, not just me, yesterday he was telling the chat they don't have a Scooby-Doo. I've not seen him once. Not seen him once today.
Funny that, isn't it? Funny.
Yeah,
I'm sure
just fall on your sword.
I think some of them have burner accounts, Joe, and they come back on a different account to watch because they just need to keep their heads down.
100%. Like the thing is, like we do this, Jay. You do your podcast, and that. If you say something, you have to. Unfortunately, that's the game that you're in. It's like a case of it. If we hadn't assigned anyone, I know for a fact my comments would have been littered, calling me all sorts. You this, you that. You haven't got a clue. But I wouldn't have stopped. I wouldn't have not shown up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly. You have to take your medicine if you're wrong, don't you? That's part and parcel of what we do.
Yeah,
people could have note to watch instead, and then there'd be note to moan about.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
Going back to the Connor Roberts thing quickly, I will just say the other thing someone can cut it. No, it's probably me, mate. It does that now and again.
Do you know what? I think it might be me messing with. No, it's not. It might be you then. Sorry, go on.
It probably is me because mine will do it every 10 minutes or something for some reason. But as we've seen many times, not everyone can cut it in a Leeds United shirt in front of an Elland Road crowd. It doesn't matter how good they've been elsewhere. Just not everyone can do it. It's a heavy weight on a player playing for Leeds. Having a no commitment means that we will find out if he's good or not in front of our fans, and there's no risk to us.
Yeah, no, you're right, exactly. It ain't easy, as we know. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it ain't easy at all. So, want to definitely see if he can take. And this is the thing for me, like, I think the fact that he's played at Wales with these lads as well, like it's class that we don't have to worry about him. Like I said earlier, he could basically come into training tomorrow, Connor Roberts, and it'd be like there weren't even a new player there. Do you know what I mean? Because he's
just going to settle right into a group anyway with them lads, and he's already going to know how them lads play. So he's going to have a bit of an idea when he's on pitch with them. He's not going to be starting from scratch with nothing, just blank sheet.
100%. That's what I mean. Definitely. Over 800 watching. Let's smash them likes up, people. Yeah, please do. Oscar, I don't have a clue on an announcement, mate. I do not have a clue on an announcement, but yeah, I'm not ITK like that, unfortunately. I wish I was.
I think they're going to shit out at 11 p.m. again. I think they're just going to push it as long as they can to announce anything, just to make everyone feel a little bit nervous. Because
I think you're probably right.
Yeah.
What I like is that we don't have anyone tweeting that people have signed before they've even got on a plane now. Like Bamba Dieng or whatever it's called.
Remember, man, bloody hell.
It were a crazy time, that. We've come a long way. We sat here having a fairly normal transfer window. No, I was going to say no one's panicking. That's not true. Some people are, but those level-headed among us are not panicking.
Most of us aren't.
And everyone's quite happy. Yeah, everyone's fairly happy.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Exactly. Yeah. Right, Connor, you're the right back. Rodon is next year and Ethan is in front. Do what you do. This is true, though. And when Dan James comes back, it said, just do what you do on international level, lads. You'll be sound. We said all along, didn't we, like weeks ago, that Daniel Farke was talking about Wales. He was making a play for them all, man. He was making a play for them all. Top right is Joe Blackburn. He has a channel and will be live, I think, at 5 o'clock, right?
Yeah, I'll be dipping from here at about 10 to. I'll go live on mine at about 5. I think you're popping on at some point. I've given basically everyone the link, and whenever they want to come on, they can come on. So
exactly, that's the thing.
Have you had Luke on with you today, or is that later?
That is at some point later.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The pod slot. That's what we call it.
Yeah, the pod slot. Jay, you're turning into it, bro. You're turning into it now.
I only come on here, to be fair, so I'm not as bad as Luke. Luke's everywhere.
You're waiting for the call-ups, man, for the others, man. Don't worry about it. I can see it.
Mate, I'm always available.
I called Birmingham. Didn't I? It would. Yeah, well, apparently he might be on his way to Birmingham now. Let's have a look. Tony Mowbray is making a surprise late move to reunite with winger Jan Poveda from Leeds at Birmingham. It makes sense. It would make sense. That's according to Reluctant Nico, which is, what's his face? Alan Nixon, isn't it?
Alan Nixon. He does block you if you disagree with him, though.
100%. I think everybody's blocked. I genuinely think everybody's blocked. Sheffield United close. Sorry, just to jump. Sheffield United close to signing Everton defender Mason Holgate. And that's likely to be it. So talk of Joe Worrell going there. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Mason Hall getting no more. So maybe we still get Joe Worrell.
Apparently, we got a clear run at him now. If we want him, there's nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. And he was allowed to go out on loan as well.
I don't want him.
Why don't you want him?
I just don't see that he improves us. I don't think he's quick enough either. We don't want another slow centre back coming in because we've already got a couple of those. If it was someone coming in at centre back, it needs to be someone who's improving us for me. Now that Cresswell's back in the fold, we've got cover. We're not desperate there.
Yeah, I've just been asked by a Chef Wednesday fan, what's Poveda like? Big up Ash, by the way. Don't know.
An enigma.
Yeah, something weird I've noticed that Ben also put in the comments. I've not heard a single thing about Ben Godfrey all day, which makes me a little bit confused.
I've just seen stuff saying it's off. That's it. I haven't seen anything else.
I've not seen on. I've not seen off. I've got no idea, to be honest.
I think him playing the other night was basically a 2 fingers up to everybody that wants him from Daesh.
Which is pretty bold considering their finances.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? They're like wanting to sign people apparently, but they can't. And then they've got a player who's willing to leave by the sounds of it, and they're keeping him just to be stubborn. But I don't know the logic behind it, to be honest, unless they think that they're going to stay up and he's going to be worth more in a year or two. I don't know, but if he's not playing much, he's not going to be. So who knows?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Andrea's just messaged me to say you look a lot like Chris Jericho, Jay.
Yeah, I can kind of see it.
Yeah,
I've been told I look like Chris Pratt before as well. But I think it depends. I think it depends on the air. That's what I got told. Yeah.
Which era? Which era of Chris Pratt are we talking about? Maybe Parks and Rec.
I've had it said to me. I've had it said to me by multiple different people. Honestly, genuinely. Like,
I mean, I get
don't know each other.
All I get is Alan Partridge.
Bros. You can piss off, Joe. I'm just telling you what people have told me, mate. I don't ask them to say it, do I? I don't ask them to bloody say it.
Oh, here we go. Jay, man.
I'm going to retire from this channel.
No, I'm joking. Do you know what? There's people in the chat saying they can actually see Chris Pratt, and that's from a female, mate. What else have we got? Who else? Someone else has said it as well. I can see it, bro. Matthew Thomas can see it. There you go.
You want to get your eyes tested, Joe? You piss-taking twat.
Chris Pratt from AliExpress.
Exactly. Chris Pratt from Wish. We'll have that. Chris Twat.
I love that. So it's like, now I see it. No, I get it. Well, it's only a joke, man. It's only.
I know, mate. Don't worry. I've got
hold on.
Broad
there
shoulders,
is another Alan Partridge.
I put up with a
lot. I've seen that. Do you know what I got earlier with the old thing? A smaller Tyson Fury, which I don't mind, to be fair. I'll take it. I'll take that. Is what it is. He looks like Shane Ward. Who's Shane Ward?
I wasn't quite expecting Pat McAfee either.
Pat McAfee.
Who's that?
Pat you know the commentated the Rumble.
They say
and
McAfee.
had the surprise.
Oh, McAfee in it. McAfee,
yeah,
no?
They say McAfee.
Right.
It's American. They get it wrong.
Yeah, true. That.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, they're not real Irish. Some American ones, are they? So
no, they're not actually. No,
that's a joke. If there's any American Irish people watching,
Well, they'll come for you, mate.
I know they will, mate. I know they will. I'm still not over all USMNT lot from last couple of seasons.
Yeah. Just having a look here. Mike McGrath says, Sheffield United now going for Mason Holgate. They were talking to Forest over Worrell earlier today, but Holgate is now set to undergo his medical. So does that mean we've got to run at Worrell? So
apparently so. Would you have wanted Holgate? I'm not fussed for him, mate.
No, I prefer Worrell. I wouldn't mind Worrell, to be honest.
I'm not big on him. I mean, if he comes, then he'll get my back in. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't excite me, that.
No, that's fair.
If you want some completely wild speculation, it might be because, as far as we know, Forest have been pushing to make it a permanent move for Worrell out. Maybe it's a case of they think they can get something permanent done in the dying days of the window, and Sheffield United just aren't going to countenance it.
Well, they are struggling
theory,
out the Forest for FFP and stuff, so a perm deal is probably what they want.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up as well. I mean, there is many responses, Tom, that I could say to this. What does anyway? I mean, no, but it's not even that. Like, if I was okay, just because you look cool as fuck doesn't necessarily mean you are gay. There are gay men that can't dress well. It's quite a stereotype you've plucked out there. Yeah, like, it's a nice shirt. I look good in it. It is what it is. But yeah, all love, Tom. But yeah,
nothing wrong with being an expressive man in 2024.
Nah, exactly, man. Definitely. I hear you. Yeah, the shirts, like the Primark specials, man. Whenever you go on holiday, yeah, go to Primark. You'll find like a rack with all these sort of holiday shirts. Just buy them, nice and cheap.
Oh mate, I've got an awesome one. If I could find it, I would bang it on. It's like a beach set in like a picture. The rest of it's like blue, like the sky, and then you've got a beach at the bottom. It's ace. I actually did wear it on holiday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd follow that advice, but I don't quite think Hawaiian shirt suits Edinburgh.
I think you're wrong, mate. Make a statement.
Yeah, do it, man. Do it. Yeah. Why I wear these around Sunderland, bro?
Did you see the Leeds United Hawaiian shirts that they sold a couple of years ago? I'm gutted I didn't get one of those.
Yeah. Beerliner. Listen, I've put that one out. So you've got Joe Blackburn. If you just put Joe Blackburn in YouTube, you'll find them.
And you've also will pop up first. A documentary on Channel 4 from 2005 about a fat kid will show up before me.
Called Joe Blackburn.
Joe Blackburn, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's not you years ago, is it? And you've now suddenly
I hope not. If it is, it's a memory that I've repressed. I don't think it is.
Class. And then we've got Jay Ought to Know Better. Which is a podcast that's on weekly after the games and stuff. So check that out.
That's the one, mate. That's the one.
Yeah. Berardi and Cork and other shows. So make sure you check that out. You can tell not much going on when you're talking about shirts. Yeah, I mean it's quite slim at the minute. I can't lie to you. We're waiting for some more guests to come on. It might be a case of we might just finish it up a bit early and wait till tonight's show because it is pretty quiet at the minute. I am back on again at what time am I back on? 9? It's 9. Yeah, 9 till 12. So we'll see the window in. So don't worry about it. Because like I said, there's all sorts going on. I need this signing video as well, or because I don't know if you've seen like mine and Ash's little bet. I assume you will have, and he's actually sent me he sent me the apology video. So I'm just waiting for the Connor Roberts announcement so it can all go together in a nice little compilation that I will put out across social media.
So is this because he said we won't sign anyone?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
I had agreed though, Jay, had we not signed anyone, that I would come on here and apologise to Ash and say he has superior ball knowledge. But instead, he's had to apologise to me and to Daniel Farker directly. So I think that's only fair. Yeah, so I like that. I like this as a moniker for you folks. Leeds United's Wu-Tang Clan. That's quite nice.
We are a ragtag bunch of weirdos. But you'll get our real opinions every time because we don't care.
Yeah. Ash is in the trash. Ash is a top guy, by the way, as well. How have we not bought anyone yet? We're not buying anyone, mate. We're getting in loans. Don't worry about it. Just watch this space. It will happen. Looks like Poveda could exit. Still no sign of Roberts yet, and I sort of tend to agree now with Joe, with what Joe was saying earlier, that it might rumble on a little bit yet. So we'll wait and see. Someone's just sent a picture of Bruce Willis with a shirt on like me and said, "This is Joe. I'll take Bruce Willis. I don't mind it. I can't lie to you." Like Jay would take Chris Pratt. You know what I mean? I'm taking it straight away. I'm taking it, mate. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
If anyone has anything kinder than Steve Coogan and Alan Partridge,
Steve Coogan's a shout though. You've had that before. Sure.
It is a shout.
I've had that all the time. I think I get
you
a
should
comment
become
of
a
that every other
professional
video.
lookalike, mate. You'd make some money.
Yeah.
Just start driving a Rover 800 from 1997, and you're all set. Driving gloves on.
Yeah, eating Toblerones on the motorway. That scene, man! That scene when he's smashing them things.
It's quality, man. It's quality.
Mr. Dodo's had you again, Jay. Mr. Dodo's had you again here. No, it's not a Chris Pratt one, but he said enough about Jay being small and made you really, really tight.
I'm quitting podcasting. I give up.
Mr. Dodo.
Too much.
Mr. Dodo's trying to be a kiss ass anyway because he joined sides with Ash yesterday.
Oh,
yeah. He's coming back to the park side now.
Poveda
to Benson. Do you think we get Benson, folks? Do you think we get Benson?
I don't think so. It seems too quiet on that for me, but you never know with 49ers. But at this point, you'd think if anything's happening, there'd be something. There'd be something out there.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I'm just having a quick look. Oh,
I've just seen Paul Merson's apparently told Mason Holgate's made a mistake by not coming to Leeds. I'm not sure that we're ever in for him, but
apparently we were. But we've been linked to so many centre backs this morning. Though there was like, so it was Godfrey. It was there was loads all of a sudden this morning. Just came out, bam, 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 bam.
I often wonder how much of that is agents like throwing it out in the hope that a club might see it and go, "That's a good idea."
Yeah. No, I agree. What time are you live, Joe?
I am live in about 9 minutes, so I'm going to nip off this stream about nowish.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'll wait till I'm going to set a redirect on. So just let me do that. I'll put a redirect on for this because I'm not gonna. Folks? I wanted to, but it's very quiet, and by the time we get to 9 o'clock, you'll be like, "Fucking hell, Joe, you've repeated yourself about 50 times." So we'll hold out, and you can go and watch Joe and other content creators that can do, and I can actually eat some food because I've not eaten no food. Where am I? Can you send me the? Oh, have you got redirects on, Joe?
I've got no idea.
Okay, so
we'll find out.
Go to your YouTube studio.
Yeah,
go to
settings.
It's buried in such a stupid location. This.
Yeah, it is. You want to be on settings. It is. Then you want to be on. Is it upload? We did it before, didn't we, Jay?
We did. Yeah, we did. I had to Google how to do it though because I didn't have a bloody clue.
Yeah,
but I remember I had to add you as somebody that could do a redirect for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you have to be friends.
Go to community on settings.
Go
to community under permissions. Can you see that?
Community under permissions.
Sorry, so settings.
Yeah.
Community. Has it got automated filters there?
It does have automated filters there.
Scroll down and you'll see.
There we go. Yeah, got it. Cool.
Just under where all your blocked people are.
This is it. We've gone from fashion to celebrity lookalikes to
YouTube behind the scenes
advice. Covering it all here.
Click all channels can redirect to my content.
I've done that now. Yeah, that should
hit save. Right, let's have a look then. I'll see if I can do it for you. One sec. And it should show me, you see, as being scheduled now.
Let's hope.
Loading.
Yeah,
is it this one?
I can't remember. I made all the thumbnails yesterday morning for it.
Yeah, I think it's set for 5 p.m. It is. Right, that's set
one.
now, mate. Right, so if you get on over and start your thing, and me and Jill have a little chinwag, and then we'll redirect everyone over. All right?
Cracking.
Yeah.
I will see you shortly then.
Okay.
See you in a minute, guys.
See you in a bit.
Bye-bye. Oh, before we do though, we've got the pod dodger. Let's have a chat.
Was he here?
Yeah, he's here.
Of course he's turned up. With 5 minutes left.
It's all right. We can wait if he's still here. It's fine.
Yeah,
I think we're cutting
yeah.
short, Carl, because it's dead at
I'll
the
be
minute.
back in a sec, Joe. I can't hear
Okay,
anything.
mate.
Oh,
No, we can
God.
hear you.
We can hear you.
Or he can. It's all right. We can chat. We can chat. We've got some fresh people on to chat. We'll redirect to Joe after we're done. So let's wait for Carl coming on, and then we can redirect from there. So just bear with us for Carl, because we never know in that time. Yeah, something might have happened. Just waiting for him to come.
Yeah, I'm surprised how dead it's gone, to be fair. We're hoping there'd be like a few rumours floating about now with last few hours coming up, you know what I mean? Something to actually talk about, but they've shafted us here.
Yeah, I think don't listen to that guy.
Don't.
Yeah. He's not wacko. He's just he's not anybody, that guy, by the way. He's not.
No, I brought that up on our pod the other night and got laughed out for saying, "Oh, this guy said, blah blah blah." And
no,
don't listen to that.
No, yeah, nah, he's not. Definitely not.
There's a few places reporting about Poveda now, so that might have some legs.
Yeah, I think it will, mate. I've got to share this. You know, Danny from Not Another League.
Oh, I do, yeah. I can imagine what's coming now.
I got a little something. Just 1 minute. We'll put this as an overlay and we'll share it, and then we can move your face next to it.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to see. Chris Pratt, though. Chris Pratt is in the house, folks. There we go.
There we go. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like I've just come on a bit entertainment to keep everyone going.
Oh my God. Chris Pratt, man.
Unbelievable.
Mate, listen, if a lass said to me I look like Chris Pratt, I'd be like, right, what's your number? You know what I mean? Because she's telling you that. She is telling you that for a reason, Jay. So if it's come from a female, then, you know.
It has a few times, mate. A few times.
There you go. Definitely. I would be, be all over that. Where's Carla? Are we losing him? Is he coming back?
This is what happens on our podcast. There's always like somebody will have some sort of technical difficulty for some reason. It's just the law. So if you get more than one of us in the same place, someone's going to have an issue. If he don't make it back, he don't make it back. You can get him on later if it's about.
Yeah.
I'll kick his ass for showing me up after putting him forward.
Hang on, I've sent him a message because I don't want to say no and then him come on and yeah, we're away. He has apologized. Hey,
it's all right, mate. Just buy me a pint next time you see me and we'll call it evens.
Love that. Yeah, I don't know where he's disappeared. Oh, we have a Graham Smith tweet though before we go anywhere. No, go anywhere.
Is this about Siri? Cine. I said Siri then, not Cine.
Poveda, one we didn't see coming. Championship duo fighting it out for Poveda in what could be a permanent exit from Leeds United. Understand Leeds aren't looking at a replacement as it stands, which I'm not probably surprised at. It might be Chef Wednesday then, and it's Chef Wednesday. Chef Wednesday or Birmingham City in a permanent deal. Tony Mowbray wants him after working with him at Blackburn. Chef Wednesday interested as well, which I said my mate had texted.
Yeah, it was a good shout that.
Yeah. So
Mowbray likes him, doesn't he? And he knows that Mowbray will play him and has some faith in him. So that might be perfect for him.
Yeah. No, exactly. Right. Carl's going to jump on later because he's had to sort his tyres out because he's got an MOT tomorrow, and that's why he's late and all sorts going on. So, folks, what we're going to do is leave it there. We will be back at 9, though. We will be back at 9 to see the window in. There'll be many people there tonight. JT should be there, although he was supposed to be here now. Andrea, Lockie, Luke, and many others as well. So just watch this space.
I will just say quickly, Joe, I had a scare then. Just as you were about to finish, I saw it refresh on News Now. Football Insider. Leeds deal collapses at 11th hour. It's talking about Harry Suter. We never got to 11th hour. That had me worried. worried.
Yeah,
anyway,
definitely.
sorry for interruption.
No, it's all right. It would have bothered me as well. But yeah, listen, I think we'll leave it there. But folks, don't go anywhere, okay? Because what happens after this... Don't go anywhere. Yeah, exactly. After this, I didn't even realize that he does a music video. Have you seen that?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No,
there's a
I've seen that.
TikTok because I put it on my video. Someone sent it me, and he's going, "Can't you see my head? Don't go anywhere." And I swear to God,
these cameos where he says,
"Yeah,
hey Joe, don't go anywhere."
exactly." And yeah, he has like women in video shaking the back at behind, and he's going, "Look at my head, don't go anywhere." It's brilliant, man. Honestly, it's really good.
You've got to take your 5 minutes while they're there, mate.
Oh, 100%, man. I wish I could do a bloody music video. I'd be all up in it like that, man.
On front of someone's Range Rover.
Listen, Paul, don't worry because you've got another Joe available who's got Evie and Co on and that as well. So what will happen is, don't go anywhere. I keep doing it now. Don't go anywhere. You're going to be redirected straight on over to Joe Blackburn's stream. He should be live now. What you need to do is go straight on over, spam the chat, just Joe, raid, RAID, and then Leeds, and you'll just raid on over and there. So just Joe raid is what you want to do. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you there as well, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out, folks. Thank you for everyone, and thank you, Jay, for coming on as well. See you tonight, 9 o'clock, people. Bye-bye now. Don't go ahead.